Hi, I'm Meg Ruiz, and this is brought to you by Yan Mei Tea Party and RausHaus. Say what's on your mind, cause I'm losing mine. Was I easy to forget, despite the time we spent? Couldn't see me as your wife, so I'm no longer in your life. No problem saying bye, or taking time to hear my side. If you push a bit and try and truly say what's on your mind, then I wouldn't waste my time pretending to be alright. If you acted like my friend, this wouldn't feel like a dead end. Cause then I'd understand why you were so quick and sure to change your mind. I don't know how you feel, doubting if anything was real, but once felt like a dream. You've now made it seem like it means nothing to you. You didn't even see through. Was I just another girl to give you an ego boost? Does any part of you care? Was I a burden to bear? Is it a relief? Are you feeling free? You can tell me. So just say what's on your mind, so I'll know why you were also day and night. Just say what's on your mind. 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 Just say what's on your mind. Say what's on your mind. Say. And baby, won't you say, just say what's on your mind. So just say what's on your mind.
So that was really great. Thank you so much for being here and for that set. Now, I think we'd also love to get to know you guys a little bit more. So, could you tell us about the beginnings of your journeys as musicians?
In my journey with music, I would say there's like three pillars to make it short. The first pillar was watching We Are the World when I was a kid and seeing all the different 80s musicians and my dad telling me like the lore of all of them and listening to smooth jazz and soul in the car with my mom and dad. And the second pillar would be me being a choir kid and falling in love with like a cappella because of Pitch Perfect and pentatonics and everything. And then the third pillar would be me in high school, I would say, still being a choir kid and still loving soul music, but starting to perform more on my own and writing music before college. So that's how my love for music really started.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. How about you?
Growing up, I was always like surrounded by artists in my family, and my family's friends. So when I was younger, I actually wanted to do visual art. I wanted to like draw, go to fine arts. But then over the pandemic, that's where I realized that like I think music was more of my calling. So now I'm still doing art, still expressing myself, but through through music. So that's my journey.
None of my family members are artistic at all. They're, like whenever we have family gatherings, they always say like, "Where did this come from?" And I would say just my whole life I've loved music, but during the pandemic, I discovered how artists made their music, and it made me think that seems doable. So it started with just buying like a 25 key keyboard, and it went into a 49, and before I knew it, it was an 88, and I was playing piano already. And just through watching YouTube videos, listening to people on the internet, that's how I just started. And now went to college, and here I am.
So you all grew up around music or with an appreciation for music and the arts. Walk us a bit more through your artistic process. Well, Meg, could you tell us how you picked up songwriting and what was the journey towards your current sound like?
Ooh, that's a great question. All right, so I would try to dilly-dally write songs in high school, but none of them really came to life and didn't have proper structure. And I don't think I had deep understanding of the chords that I liked. When the pandemic happened in 2020, like most music does, it came from my very strong feelings from my crush in high school. So, and I didn't find any song that expressed how I felt about my crush. So I said, I'm just gonna write one that expresses how I feel about the person. So I wrote my first song because just the feelings were so strong, it was just coming out of me naturally. And I took some inspirations from some songs I like with their chords and the melodies and the rhythm. And within 2 days, I wrote my very first song. I worked on it on GarageBand on my iPad, just using my earphone microphone. And I think within the week, I put it on SoundCloud. I made all my close friends upload it on their Twitter, and it got like 5,000 streams. So that's how my journey started with that. One of my family friends from Warner Music told me to write 5 more songs in the next, I guess, 6 months. After that, I could be signed to Warner. So that's how I wrote my first song. So yeah, I've always loved soul and R&B since the beginning of time. I love Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder so much, and that sound really carried with how I write my songs. Like Stevie Wonder's chord progressions is how I taught myself how to play piano. Bruno Mars as well, how his songs are structured. And for my vocal stylings, I've always loved the divas like Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston. I just combine those with all my other influences, and that's how I came to my sound right now. It's soul and R&B, but with fusions from other influences. Because I like to work with producers who have different sounds than me, so we create something fresh and new. So yeah.
Okay. So you guys have been around music your whole lives, but do you have any advice you can offer for people who are aspiring lyricists, musicians, or people who are interested in starting their own band?
I don't know if I'm really in the place to give advice already because I think I'm also just a student of the craft right now. Wow. But
Where'd that
but
come from?
the sickness that I noticed from like my peers and that I also still suffer from until now, focusing too much on being perfect because I've adopted like the philosophy the past like few months na parang it's better to release something that's really bad compared to not releasing anything at all. Because if you release something that's bad, then at least you can move on to the next project and not dwell on that bad project. It's okay to release something bad sometimes, it's whatever.
Just have fun. Like do music for fun. Because even when you pursue it, you might get caught in the trap of it's art, it has to be good, everyone's gonna hear it, it's gonna blow people's minds. But then it kind of breaks away from the fun that you actually just do. If you just have fun, you lose the nervousness, you just lose all the things that get in the way of making good art.
If you want to start writing songs, don't feel the pressure to be original. Seriously, just get influences from what you love and just infuse all those different songs. Like, write music like what you love, and eventually you will find your own sound. And the second piece of advice that I would actually want to give myself, try your best not to compare yourself to others. You just stay true to yourself and improve on your craft. That will be your edge. That will make you unique and that will make you stand out. So just don't compare yourself and just stay authentic. So yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much for coming out today. Where can we see more of you guys?
I am on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Meg Ruiz.
Matt Habit on Spotify and Instagram. And I also have a TikTok if you guys are into that.
I'm not really a solo artist, but I play for both of their solo careers. So if you go see them, you'll probably see me too.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Kay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Meg Ruiz. The last song we performed was called Sail to Your Mind. It's my latest single out on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. And this next song we're gonna sing is called Open Up. It's my very first single. And today, helping me perform the song, on my left, Matt on the guitar, and on my right, MG on the keyboards. This next song is my very first single. It's about communication problems, and it's called Open Up, so I hope you guys enjoy. Come on, let's just talk it out. I don't want you to keep it in. Come on, let's just see it through. You know you've got some darkness in you, and I do too. I don't wanna see a mess grow and grow. You sure you wanna lift the baggage when you're weak and old? We've been running around in circles for far too long. So let's see if this thing can go on and on. Open up to me.
Open up to me.
Before you pack and leave,
At least we can say.
at least we'll say that we've tried, and it won't be all bottled up inside. And if that don't work out, at least we'll say goodbye. I know that you're feeling small. You're not in the mood to talk. But if you give it a chance, then maybe you and I could dance.
Dancing the whole night
Do you wanna see a mess grow and grow? Are you sure you wanna lift the baggage when you're weak and old? We've been running around in circles for far too long. So let's see if this thing can go on and on. Open up to me.
Open up to me.
Before you pack and leave,
At least we can say.
at least we'll say that we've tried, and it won't be all bottled up inside. And if that don't work out, at least we'll say goodbye. Open up to me.
Open up to me.
Before you pack and leave, at least we can say, we'll say that we've tried,
The